Ruby, I just want to humbly apologize. I grabbed the wrong scene. I humbly apologize. Okay, here we go. We ready? Killer Kai, how you doing, baby? Pardon the flashbang. Okay. Are you guys ready? So, just so y'all know what's going on over here. Obviously the announcement of Marvel Tokan. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I feel like I'm just like burning that to the ground. Right? But yeah, the footage is out. That caught me by surprise, which is kind of crazy considering everybody's waiting for Marvel vs. Capcom. But I'm always curious to see where other developers would take an IP like Marvel, knowing that there's a lot of pressure on their back. Because I'm pretty sure whoever's involved with this knows not necessarily what's at stake, but more so they understand what they have in their hands in terms of bringing legacy towards to Arxis, which I think is a challenge in itself. So it's pretty cool that they're taking that challenge. It's kind of random that it's Arxis. I'm gonna be honest with you, but you know what? I'm not mad at it. So let's see what's up. And mind you, I played Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and all the other ones, but to be honest, I always pick Marvel characters, and that's no diss to Capcom. I only really picked Capcom characters in UNVC 3. And I was like Spencer, the White Boys, Dante, Wesker. You already know the vibes. Ruby, I do not have my fault. Hands is sticky. All right. Incredible. Love Japan. Been there, man. Anybody that always wanted to go there, please go there.
っていう連絡が来て、何のこっちゃと思って、予定合わせて行ったんですけど、ちょっと飲んでる中で、実はアクの方で
friendly conversations just lead to something all the time.
ゲームを作ってみないかというような提案をいただきまして。いや本当に聞いた時はびっくりしましたね。で、世界的に本当に有名な IP ですし、光栄だなと思いつつも、まず本当にうちの会社で大丈夫かなという不安もあり。
Oh my god. Dog, and this is in the beta, so obviously they've been making it for a while. Wow, this looks fire. Look at how Iron Man looks anime style, son.
The inspiration for working on this project really came from a place of pure fandom and wanting to say, why isn't PlayStation in this space?
So PlayStation approached us with this vision to bring Marvel back to the forefront of the tag fighting genre.
That's right.
And that got us really excited because we had worked with them before on successful stuff like the Marvel Spider-Man franchise with Insomniac.
When it came to approaching Marvel, you have to kind of first float the idea and let them know, hey, you know, we're thinking about approaching a company like Arc System Works to make a fighting game. We'd love to partner with you to do this really great collaboration. Would you be interested?
When they named the developer, that really perked up our ears. It's always refreshing to work with a team that will take on the challenge of tackling Marvel, putting their own spin on it.
Look at these nerds. Get busy. Yes, aerial combos.
And
yes.
That's what you get with this
Keep
team.
it
I mean,
to the
they
culture.
couldn't make something boring if they tried.
社長からも本当に作れるんだったらぜひやりたいねっていうことを言われて
Hell yeah, let's do it.
話を受けてしまった以上これは私がプロデューサーなのかなっていうところで
The tricky thing is that most fans, including myself, see this as a sacred genre.
Hold on.
話を受けてしまった以上これは私がプロデューサーなのかな
Yeah, talk your shit, homie.
The tricky thing is that most fans, including myself, see this.
Okay, y'all saw that, right? Obviously, it's to set up like a tag. So you can stun somebody and then tag, which is pretty sick. I mean, active switch. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping about it. As long as you can have a lot of creative freedom, that's all that matters. But what I'm curious about is the 4v4 mechanic.
As a sacred.
That's crazy. We actually seen Star-Lord and Ghost Rider. So off the rip, I'm going to be honest with you. I like this Ghost Rider way more than Marvel 3. That's just what it is. Can you guys agree? We haven't seen Jack Nathans of this character for real. But just based off his moves and combos he's doing, I'm already liking him more than Marvel 3 Ghost Rider. I'm going to keep it above.
Genre. for Marvel. The tough part is finding a partner that's crazy enough to take on the task, because you either do something like this big and bold, or you
Look
don't
at
do it at
Spidey,
all.
kid.
I feel like I have a good grasp on their art style and how they would approach certain IPs. You come in with your kind of own expectations of, here's what I would expect to see from Arc System Works
Oh, in the
when they
lab.
take on a
Yo,
Marvel
Star-Lord
IP.
looks so sick.
And what came up was something that went beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
一番最初に
Give a little of that
マーベルさん
arc
に
system.
提出した
I'm
時
saying
にはなんとなく
mechanics.
マイケルさんの反応はあんまり芳しくなか
They
った
did cap
印
justice.
象があって、まあ何がまずいのかなっていろいろこうやっ
Turns out how he looked. I don't know his moves
い
yet.
くうちにもっとアークのやりたいマーベルを見せてくれというような話をいただいたことがあって。
I remember personally the first time I saw Iron Man was really when I felt we had something special.
なので今回のアイアンマンのデザインを皆さんご覧いただければわかると思うんですけども、
I
かなり
rocks with it.
こう日本らし
Yes.
いアークシステムワー
Yes,
ク
absolutely. That's the
らし
vibes I
いデ
get.
ザインっていうのが、出ているかなと思うので、マーベルの皆さんの反応
I
が
like
すごく
subtle
出て
changes.
あ、これなんだみたいないう感じで。
Iron Man is supposed to be the sleek fighter
Nah,
jet,
see,
think
see,
luxury
see?
race car
See?
mixed with a
Now,
brick
you already
house.
caught my eye with that. If anybody knows me when it comes to Rushdown, it's all about layered offense. The fact that he could do that is so sick solo, let alone I'm pretty sure he could do that with his assist as well. Yo, I ain't gonna front. That looks pretty sick.
皆さんの反応が
Layers
すご
into
く出て
Rushdown with
あ
go
これな
low.
んだみたいな。
I actually want to know if they got a push block mechanic. That's one thing that I want to keep an eye out on. So, I don't know if they're gonna show it here, but we'll see.
Iron Man is supposed to be the sleek
That's
fighter jet,
ridiculous.
think
That's
luxury race
ridiculous.
car mixed with a brick house. And the fact that they added anime mech elements to him
Yes,
just felt
yes, he
really
has.
naturally at home.
One of the mantras that
Yo,
we have
Aurora.
for this project is from Japan to the world, and really trying to take not just the IP but gameplay mechanics and say, what can we really take from Japan, the creators that are doing awesome work
How you
here,
feel about
and bring
Doom
that
looking
to
completely
the global
different
platform?
in terms of
まあ
moveset?
特別なところいっぱいあるんですけど、まあ本当にや
Yo,
っぱ
you
り
think
強
I
調
didn't
す
see
べき
that, homie? Whoever's playing is cracked out. Did you see the backwards wave dash
They
with Miss
added
Marvel?
anime
Hold on.
mech elements to him just felt
Y'all
really
seen that, right?
naturally
Watch
at
this.
home.
Watch this.
One of the mantras that we have for this project, trying to take not just the IP but gameplay mechanics
Watch
and
this.
say, what can we really take
Pick
from
the Miss
Japan,
Marvel.
the
Pick the-
creators
pick
that
the
are
Miss
doing
Marvel.
awesome work here,
Right here.
and bring that to the global platform.
Oh,
ま
yeah,
あ
you think we ain't
特
see
別なところい
that?
っぱいあるんですけど、まあ本当にやっぱり強調すべきは、まあ、格闘ゲームの
That looked like a 6P to
From
me.
Japan to the world and awesome work here and bring
Let me
that
see, let me
to
see.
the
Look, look, look,
global
look.
platform.
まあ
Nice
特
wave
別なところいっぱいあ
dash,
るんですけ
assist,
ど、まあ本当にやっぱり強調すべきは、まあ、格闘ゲーム
So I don't know if you guys
の
noticed. That looked like a little guard cancel there. I don't know. There was a lot of blocks done there, and then all of a sudden he just, found an opening to get it like an anti-air if you saw it. So that looked like a 6P, maybe a guard cancel.
The creators that are doing
Possibly.
awesome work here and bring that to the global platform.
まあ特別なところいっぱいあるんですけ
Right here, look,
ど、
look, look, right here.
まあ本当にやっぱり
See?
強調すべきは、
Wow.
格闘ゲームのチーム
Maybe a guard
バトル
cancel of
の
some
中では
sort?
4対4というのがまず本当に意欲的で挑戦的なところだというところと、
When Arc looks at these Marvel characters, it's not simply just the
Two
visuals,
eights, exactly.
it's also the gameplay mechanics and adding in that, what is that pop? What is going to be something that's different? Up until now, you've seen tag fighters that have 2v2, 3v3. We felt like we just had to go 4v4. And
Look
in
at these
doing
guys
so, we
having-
found a lot
having
of
Marvel
unique and fun
sessions. Look,
ways to
look!
change up the gameplay that I think players are going to be very excited to see.
まあ今回4対4というまあ革新的なところにチャレンジしている中で4キャラクター
I'm
練習
sorry,
し
hold
ない
on.
と勝てないんじゃないのとか安心してくださ
I'm
い。
so sorry. Wait,
そ
wait.
ういう中で、まあ今回4
Okay, so we're in New York, obviously. I was trying to catch some Easter eggs. Hold on. Damn, I can't really see with this quality.
対4
Damn, this looks ridiculous. It looks chaotic. Everybody's on the screen. Wait. Hold on. I'm here trying to find Easter eggs, but I'm not really looking at the gameplay. Hold on a second. This looks kind of chaotic, which I love.
Change up
As
the
long as you can
gameplay
tame it, that's
I
all
think
that
players
matters.
are going to be very excited to see.
So we already got Storm going in the air. She's conjuring wind. We got Miss Marvel backing up for some neutral, about to call some assists. Now, if you notice, when they do call assists, they turn green, right? So that's the indicator that they're going to call assists. So hopefully in the meta, they have something where you could react to them turning green and then get like a punish or whatever the case may be. Because the essence of Marvel is you want to punish your opponents for calling assists recklessly. So I'm trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? That's the direction that they're going to. Yo, straight, these two. I ain't even noticed that you said something. But look, Storm look fire. That's Aurora. That's how Aurora's supposed to look. Wow. Look at the background. Guys are shocked that there's something going on in front of them. Wow, another Marvel game. And then here we got Iron Man looking freaking awesome with the anime aesthetic.
4対4という革新的なところにチャレンジしている中で4キャラクター練習しない
Look
と
at Ghost Rider. He already look cooler than UMVC3. No diss to UMVC3 Ghost Rider, of course, but I always thought he was dry.
Arc System Works has found a way to design a system that adapts to your playstyle. So you could either duke it out as just the leader and 3 assists, or you can tag in your assists to swap the leader and change the
Say that
matchup
again,
on
young
the
man.
fly.
Hold on.
You could either duke it out. The team at Arc System Works has found a way to design a system that adapts to your playstyle. So you could either duke it out as just the leader and 3 assists, or you can tag in your assists to swap the leader and change the matchup on the fly.
I'm switching.
I don't think a lot of people
Whatever
thought
that option
this
is, I'm
day
taking it.
would be here, would come. You know, this has just been an awesome journey, and I'm excited that we get to be able to share it with all the fans out there.
I'll tell you right now, a lot of fighting games, they never get to experience this level of production, and it's just a dream.
My man Kazuto Pachi, that's his nickname. So King Director, Battle Director, Arc System Works. Nice.
To even be working with these two great partners.
それは決してビジネスと
Look at that over some dinner. What they eat? Barbecue? Fire. Look, over barbecues like, so, what about Magneto, guys? Okay, PlayStation, all right. So we just formed the Avengers?
強い思いの中でこのタイトルを成功させよう、いいゲームにしてファンに届けようと。
The 3 companies have come together to do this, and
They
I think
mad
we
tipsy
really are
too.
gonna
Look,
make something magical
they have
here.
those
このタイトル
talks.
ですね、まだまだ開発途中ではありますが、続々とキャラクターも発表していき
Nice.
たい
Fade
と
out
思いま
those
すし
anti-airs
キャラクター以外の
layers?
コンテンツ
Nah,
というところ
bro.
も
Iron Man look like he ready. Oh, look at her Roro.
楽しみにお待ち
Yo,
いただけ
damn,
れば
she looked like she was about to do a
と思いま
box
す
jump, a
Stay tuned.
IAD. Star-Lord, we welcome you. Ghost Rider, welcome back. And that's the other Ghost Rider, right? That's not Blaze. Ooh. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. We've been waiting for this for a very long time. It is evident. Okay? It is very evident. Now, I don't mind Arxis taking lead here. Because at the end of the day, business is business. And Marvel looked at Arxis and Sony. They said, hey, we guys have faith for you to for you to do something great here with Marvel. Now, what I like personally is I'm pretty sure that people that directed, like just games in general, just battle directors, whatever, they all know about how great the Marvel series is. From Marvel vs. Capcom, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, you name it, they know what it is. And they know what they have in their hands in order to really showcase to the people, but not only to prove it to the people that they could do it, but to themselves that they could produce a fire game, which I feel like is dope. So the pressure in itself is going to press them to make a good product. And that's me being hopeful. I hope it ain't whack. Okay? I obviously hope it ain't whack. Because Marvel, there's a lot of big shoes to fill, especially in the tournament scene, where even though Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 has been holding it down. Shout out to TNS and everybody that just supports the game on the Parsec side of things and just keep it moving. But in terms of having something new to go hand in hand with it, because I'm going to be honest with you, even when this drops, UMVC 3 ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Marvel vs. Capcom 2 ain't going nowhere. So it's just something to add to great library in terms of the Marvel series, in terms of versus, in terms of tag, right? So it is what it is. I'm very excited. Good luck to the team. Obviously, me personally, I want certain characters in there. I want Magneto. I want Gambit. We already know that it's going to be X-Men in the building, which is fine because you see Storm, and that's what matters the most. That's all we needed as a hint. I'm pretty sure you're going to see some of your favorites like Thor, I mean, the Ant-Mans and all that, but we actually have an opportunity to have every single villain that we always wanted and every single hero that we always wanted. So I'm actually looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? The return of Cable would be dope. You know what I mean? So I'm just very curious. Like, even though it's a whole new game with an IP when it comes to Marvel and Arxis, I want to see if they pay actually a little homage in terms of like if they do add a Cable. You know what I'm saying? He got a stand-in fierce, a stand-in H, 4 times stand-in H. That'd be pretty cool, right? A 5H up in your gluteus maximus. But I'm all for it. And all I'm saying is this. There's just so many games that's coming out that's versus style. You already seen the announcement with Invincible. which, by the way, I'm going to be talking in another video. I did have hands-on and a sneak peek preview of Invincible Versus, just to let you guys know. So I'm going to talk of the embargo lifted, so I could talk about it a little bit. You'll catch that on the next video. That's a good one, too, but pretty much just to bring it home, there's so many games that's coming out. We are officially in the Versus era renaissance. Now, mind you, we're just chipping in when it comes to the FGC. There's just so many fighting games, old and new, upcoming, which is going to be freaking pretty sick. I'm very excited for that. So let's get ready, y'all. I'm going to get even more dusty at playing this Marvel. And you know I'm familiar with some Arxis games from the DNFs to the Guilty Gear Strives. So I'm only excited to just give this a whirl. So I'm definitely going to be traveling for this. So once there is like, shows and stuff like that, conventions where you can play the game hands-on, best believe Yipes will be on the scene for sure, just for you guys, okay? But that was fire. Let me know what you guys think, please. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling about the game? And please, this is a special message to Arxis, okay? Please make sure we have a lot of variety when it comes to assist. There is no Marvel without a variety of assist. I mean, I'm probably stretching at me saying that, but at the end of the day, I want to see variety when it comes to. I already have faith that in terms of variety, in terms of team composition, is going to be good, but it's only going to be even more saucier if you give it a different combination of assists, so everybody can have their archetypes in check. You know what I'm saying? The rush downs, the keep away, super defensive. You know what I'm saying? Give assist a lot of variety. Now, me personally, I'm not too much of a big fan of active switch. I'm gonna just keep it real. That's like something guilty that I just gotta put out there. I really am not too much of a fan of active switch. I'm more of a fan of calling your assist, playing it as a neutral kind of thing, baiting out the assist, getting it a big punish. That way the game could function right in the neutral, and you see more of the high level stuff leading into those big combos and setups and et cetera, et cetera. So. But that's just me. But I'm always open for change. We had active switch at NVCI, and I loved NVCI. You know what I'm saying? I never really played an active switch game besides NVCI. I know there was like in the Blast Blues, the BB tags, all of that. That's as far as I go when it comes to active switch. So, but yeah, that's just me. But I'm not knocking it at all. And just to add as a bonus, to be very honest with you, I know there's been a lot of talks on Twitter. But because there's so many fighting games, I feel like the competition is getting more dense in a good way for like companies to really step their game up and really showcase what they can really bring to the table. And speaking about bringing it to the table, I actually feel like we still got something coming up from Capcom when it comes to Marvel. This is just me, of course, second guessing it, but I feel like they're not out of the picture at all. That's just me just really looking into the future, if you will, all right? So, we'll see where it goes from there, man. Marvel is hot. They sharing their IPs. We've got the Marvel Rivals, the Marvel Snaps. What's the other joints? What is it? Marvel Galaxy. There's so many Marvel games. I'm probably say that was probably a fraudulent title of a game, but you get the idea, y'all. But I'm out of here, man. I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I'm ready. That's all you need to know. That's kind of crazy that we're gonna get Hunter x Hunter, 2XKO, Marvel Tokon, and